Bienvenidos a Opulent LD TV, desde St. Paul, Minnesota, directamente a Miami, Florida, trayéndote todo el fuego.
It's the God, Opulent LDTV, and I'm back. Blessings, family. Merry Xmas to everybody that celebrates it. Happy holiday and Happy New Year. Finally found some time to slide through here and talk about the Reckoning's biggest upset. Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker. Now, look, I have real love for Deontay Wilder. How real is the love I have for Deontay Wilder? Well, peep this. Me and the wife, we went to Alabama. My goddaughter lives in Alabama. They were living in Hoover, Alabama at the moment. And me, it was like my second to last day there. I was like, yo, how far is this? I asked my brother. Well, I consider him a brother, not blood brother, but I consider him my brother. How far is Tuscaloosa from here, from where we're at? He's like, man, it's about an hour and a half. I'm like, hey, man, Wilder, he got a statue out here, man. We need to. I want to go see that before I leave. He was like, hey, bet. He's got love for Wilder, just based on what his representation has been for the culture and him just what he stands on. And like I said, I got love for him for just even bringing it up. Like, I'm up there visiting my goddaughter, and I made it my right to make sure that we slid through and seen that statue. So I can care less for any of you ninjas to try to question my love for him. Of course, I don't know him personally, but I say that to say that I'm just going to keep it a bucko on the fight. So let's get into it. I didn't like the fight at all. I didn't like what I saw. I didn't see any footwork. I barely seen a jab. I barely seen slips. And by the fourth round, I didn't see any adjustments. And let me just say, much love and much respect to Malik. But in that moment, I was truly missing Breland in that moment. I can't cap. I'm like, man, at least with Breland, and I understand Breland snake Deontay Wilder, I understand. But in the moment, I was truly missing Breland, like, damn. I've never seen Deontay look like this, ever. In my opinion, this is the worst I've ever seen him. And I was definitely disheartened by the performance. And what kind of even made me a little bit more upset a little bit was kind of like, I wasn't upset, but kind of just let down. Like at the end of the fight, like when Wilder raised his hand, I was like, come on, fam. There's no way you thought you won this fight. Like, I know for a fact you didn't put your full competitive edge and leave it all in the ring. So I feel like he knew he didn't win that, but he just did it anyway. But hey, I respect it. It is what it is. I got to give my full props to Joseph Parker, man. He had a hell of a game plan. He executed it. I mean, he didn't do much. He just made sure to stay out of the way of that big right hand, even though Wilder, he didn't throw as much as he usually does. And he was definitely launching those overhand rights, which caught Wilder. If anything, in my opinion, Parker, he just stayed busy and he was scoring, So I was texting some comrades who will remain unnamed, texting like, hey, Parker's still in rounds. I'm like, hey, I think it was like round 8 or something. Like, hey, if Deontay, he doesn't get a KO, Parker's definitely winning on the cards. And so, as we've seen, that's what happened. Wilder ended up losing. And let me just say, it's all good. It's not really the point of him losing. It's the fact that I know that he didn't give his all. I know he didn't give his all. But at the same time, I do understand that we all have our off nights. We all have off nights. I mean, professional fighters. I'm not a professional fighter, but all professional fighters have off nights. So, but hey, should Wilder retire? Let me just say this. Wilder's interview with 7-8 that he had, I think it was before Hellenius, he said, and I'm paraphrasing, he said he didn't have the same love for boxing as he once had because they were speaking on the Fury debacle, and he said he didn't have the same love for it. And then, right then, I said, I want Wilder to retire. I wanted him to retire then. But he decided that everybody wanted him to come back. And ultimately, it's his decision. He's his own man. He makes his own decisions. He decided to come back. And as a man, like I said, I got real love for Wilder. I've never met him. I've never talked to him yet. But I got real love for Wilder. And so I'm like, hey, whatever he wants to do, this is his career. He can do what he wants with it. See, at the end of the day, Wilder can do what he wants. I'm going to support regardless of what he does. Every great champion, every champion that I look up to, that I truly look up to, they all have losses. It is what it is. It's a part of the game. I highly dislike this stigma that guys can't catch an L without the talk of them retiring. I've never heard anybody talk about... Have anybody talked about Loma retiring from the losses that he's took? I mean, he's took some losses in championship fights in his early, the early part of his career. And as of recently, he's been catching L's. So I've never heard anybody say that he needs to retire. But yeah, of course, what a lot of people feel, we feel like, or I feel like what I seen in the ring was a shell of who Deontay Wilder truly is. But what I feel happened with Deontay Wilder was, I feel that he allowed Deontay Wilder to fight in the ring. And what I mean by that is Deontay Wilder and the Bronze Bomber aren't the same individuals, right? Bronze Bomber is his character. Deontay Wilder is the man himself. He allowed who he is outside of the ring, and he allowed the Deontay Wilder of who he is outside of the ring to fizzle the fire in the Bronze Bomber. And the Bronze Bomber's fire fizzled out. So that's what I mean by Deontay Wilder was in the ring fighting. There was no killer instinct. And it's like, what's going on? Like, it just wasn't him. It wasn't him, but it was him. And I really love how gracefully he took the loss. I can't hold you. I was upset in the sense of, when you pick somebody to win, you want them to win. As simple as that. But I also will say that I feel like this was Wilder's first official loss. And what I mean by that, those fights with Fury were definitely, there was a lot going on as far as trying to cheat Deontay. And let's be real, Deontay suffered a lot of damage from those 3 fights. I mean, they didn't try to cheat him just one way. They came at him like 5 different ways, trying to make sure that he lost those fights. So he did suffer some damage from that. We really just can't look past that. But I do believe in Deontay. I believe that he can refocus and really get that fire burning again and get in there and do his thing. He's a true warrior at the end of the day. He's a true warrior. He is the definition of a warrior. He's seeking out the best. He wants to fight the best regardless. He took his L like a man. Fighting for him isn't about money anymore. It's been not about money. He's not in a Mike Tyson situation where Mike Tyson left boxing. I just seen Riddick Bowe at the Jake Paul fight. Riddick Bowe, he's not in the greatest financial situation either. If you know the history, he is in a phenomenal situation as a boxer, so he's not fighting for money. But laying in them silk sheets, it comes a price. That fire has fizzled out. So, in my opinion, Deontay Wilder needs to get that fire of the Bronze Bomber burning again. He needs to get that killer instinct going again. He needs to remember to not give a fuck what Americans say and talk about wanting that body. Hey, it's a part of the game. It's the sport. I want to see him go out the way he wants to go out. Yes, I do want him to retire. I can't cap. I do want him to retire, but ultimately, it's his life, it's his career, and like I said, he's already overachieved. He got into it late, take care of his daughter, and he has overachieved. Like, you can't play boxing, and what he's done in boxing is amazing. And what he stands for is just outside of the ring, as Deontay Wilder, he's Muhammad Ali-like in my eyes. So I'm forever going to ride with him. I got real love for the man, and hey, man, let's just see what's next. Let's hold this L like grown men do and keep it moving. It's a part of life. And I'm just looking forward to seeing what's next for him. I definitely have him still beating AJ. I don't care how great people are saying AJ looked. AJ did look good. I give him his props. He did look good. But I still got Wilder whooping his ass. If anything, this loss was the perfect fire like I said, to refire up that Bronze Bomber furnace and just get him focused, man. But hey, man, that's all I got. Hop in my comments. Let's converse about this. Blessings to the mighty LDBC. I am Opulent LDTV, reminding you that when you're in these streets, prosper energetically. I'm gone.